anime quote unquote fans, you gotta hate them. We should have gate kept our hobby further. But anyway, this has been trending for a couple of days now, and these are by the anime men. And for a while now, I've been following them on Instagram since I like their skits. But after hearing about this video and seeing a little bit of it, uh, yeah, it ain't that good. But let's get into it. We're gonna let Rev talk.
Hey, what's up, guys? Riff here. So I promise I didn't wake up this morning wanting to be a hater, but the first thing I saw on social media was this post talking about a YouTube video recently uploaded by a channel called The Anime Men that has nearly 5 million subs on YouTube. And you can see the title, We Ranked the Most Popular Anime from Each Year, 1961 to 2025, present day.
And I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, but their sub count went down to like 4.5 or something like that, which I didn't even know they have that many subscribers, but damn.
And this video is terrible. I have to agree with the tweet here describing it. It might be one of the worst anime related videos I have seen in a very long time. Basically, a bunch of guys on this channel go through all of these anime, including foundational anime that inspired the current industry that we have, and they throw them into the F tier. You have people in this video who literally admit they hated anime most of their life and then discovered anime as COVID weebs back in 2020, and now they're crapping on the most inspirational anime that literally made the industry what it is today. Now, before we get into some clips from that video, I have some good news to start off with. My code with Advanced GG has been bumped to 30% for the next 1 day and 20 or so hours. So if you use
Hey,
code
let's go.
REV30 at checkout, you get 30% off your total Advanced GG order, and you can
I think the last thing I remember from Rev, because it's been a while since I watched him since I've been busy with other stuff, but I think the last thing I watched from him promote is his like plush. But I was gonna talk about the tier list because I saw it briefly, and like one of the things like caught my eye. I'm like, really? You put this in D tier? But I think he's gonna go over it in a minute.
scroll through. They have all the flavor jars out here. Everything is a banger. You guys love Advanced GG for a good reason. I stand by this company. They have treated me well, and they have great products. Okay, all of their flavors are bangers. You guys will enjoy them, and clearly you do because you guys are very enthusiastic about Advanced GG. Now, you can scroll through this for yourselves. I'll put a link to it in the pinned comment, but you might notice there is Rev's official flavor. It is coming
Mm.
soon. You can't get this yet. But I want to share this because normally when I have a flavor jar, it's really just my label slapped onto an existing flavor, but this one is really special. It's going to be my official jar. It's a flavor I picked out with my own label on it, and it's going to be something
Okay.
that is a staple on the website. It is going to be permanently available, and only a handful of content creators with Advanced have gotten this opportunity. So yeah, I have no one else to thank but you guys for being so supportive of me and Advanced GG for years now. And when you use my code, like,
Oh yeah, I remember now. Like, so I watched Rev when I was playing my Splatoon, doing Splatoon matches, and one thing I remember him promoting in all his videos was um, like protein powder, stuff like that, or was it protein powder or some kind of shake? I'm not. It's been a while, but yeah.
Rev30, for example, you keep helping make new cool things come into play, just like this. So, as always, use the pin comment, use the link there, and use code REV30 at checkout to save 30% off your Advanced GG order. And this will be out, this new flavor jar will be out in the next month or so. So, keep an eye on that. Just wanted to share that real quick. So, what are we talking about in today's video? Let's get
Okay, so one of the things that I saw in the tier list was they put God, I'm forgetting the name already. Um, I even made a tweet about it. Hold on, give me 1 second. Okay, I'm not sure if Riv is gonna go over it, but they put Angel Beats in D tier. Angel freaking Beats. Are you kidding me? And they, as far as I know, they only watched the first episode of each like series, or but still, you can't judge an entire, you can't rank an entire anime based on one episode. Like, come on, dudes, come on, man.
Back to the content, okay? The Anime Men. This is a YouTube channel, not to be mistaken with the Anime Man. They have nearly 5 million subs, and they make a lot of anime-related content, obviously, but you can see you might be confused by the number of views for a channel with this many subscribers. Well, it's explained because they focus a lot on shorts. Like a lot of other channels, they get a huge amount of their views.
Yeah, I was surprised to see their view count for videos that low, and then I remember like the shorts and all that.
And subs from their shorts. You can see some of the shorts with 4.7 million, 1.3 million, 3.2 million. That's where they get the majority of their traction. It doesn't really seem to translate over to their actual videos because this one they uploaded about 2 days ago has 33,000. And as you can see, it has 1.3K likes versus 4.1K dislikes. Obviously, it's not going well, but it doesn't seem
Yeah, that's terrible. That's really bad.
like a lot of the people who are subscribing for the shorts are transitioning over to the actual videos. And this video itself is atrocious for so many reasons. We're gonna watch various clips, but let's get the intro to their concept here and get the first 2 rankings of the anime they have reviewed, based on the first episode, by the way.
Today we're going through 100 years of anime history,
ranking the most popular anime from each year to decide once and for all
the best anime of the century. Me and Cade.
Me and Jeremy.
Hey, yo, it's Team Ethan Gianni, bro.
What's up,
We
man?
always go crazy.
That's a little too crazy.
Yeah, okay.
We're starting with this.
It's on YouTube and it's 35 seconds long.
Ooh! That fight scene was cracked.
It was 30 seconds. It was about some sushi chef with like octopus arms. That anime is F tier.
This first one is Otogi manga calendar.
There's honestly not too much going on here that grabs my attention besides some little tune playing in the background and a still frame of some character looking at a painting. It's not looking good so far for anime. This is going directly into the F tier category.
Now, this might just be me, but this sort of Mr. Beast-esque vibe with videos like this, I hate it. But anyways, you can see they keep putting these classic
Yeah, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast definitely ruined YouTube for the worse. I remember my sister was like a big fan of him, and she would just talk to me about him and like some of the things he would do, like even he had his own like chocolate bar at one point, I want to say. And then when she found out about some of the atrocious things he done, like it was heartbreaking for her. But yeah, I could definitely feel like the Mr. Beast vibes from them. But
anime into the F tier, and that is a common theme for the 1960s and really anything before the year 2000 for them. They pretty much throw everything into the F tier, including some of the most inspirational and foundational anime that have ever existed. But you can see, even with a 30-second clip, they couldn't even pay attention. The one guy was literally staring at his phone. He couldn't make it through a 30-second clip before ranking it. And you see this sort of a cracked language. You know, it's some Zoomer terminology you see from like TikTok or whatever. That is a really big theme throughout all this. You have to understand the kind of people that are reviewing this on a channel with nearly 5 million subs. The one guy literally admits,
and the fact I just realized the fact that I'm probably in the same generation because I'm Gen Z, like I was born in 97. It's like, oh, it's breaking my mind.
that he didn't like anime for most of his life and only became an anime fan during the pandemic. Like, you can't make stereotypes up like this.
Yeah, we should have kept our hobby more. Like I was like, yeah, more people are getting into it, and then they're trying to change it to suit their quote unquote needs, even though they're not going to enjoy it once it becomes once the popularity dies down.
We have Death Note finally.
Death Note is so big. I was saying with him, Death Note, I used to hate anime my whole entire life. Until 2020, the first actual anime episode I ever watched was the first episode of Death Note. It was so good.
Absolute masterclass, masterpiece. 3, 2, 1. S tier! It is the best episode we have watched by far.
It's actually kind of impressive how much of a stereotype for the COVID weeb this guy is. If you don't know what a COVID weeb is, by the way, it's someone who only joined anime the second the pandemic started. So they never liked anime. In many cases like this guy, they hated anime up until 2020. Then the pandemic starts, they're stuck inside, and all of a sudden now they're trying out anime and they like it to a degree, despite the fact that they spend all their time crapping on the medium. And in this case, having no respect for tropes and the foundation that made the industry what it is today. And there's
Yeah, a lot of people got into it because of COVID. I personally, before I got into anime and manga as I did now, uh, I originally like played Japanese style games like the Tales of games. Project X Zone like introduced me to a lot of series on the 3DS. But it wasn't until like college years that I really got into anime. Like so, like 2017, 2018, I would watch Core 9 clips, and that's why I started most of my series, like Konosuba, Grand Blue Dreaming, one of my favorites from now on. But yeah, it's a shame to see like these these quote unquote fans like say, "Oh, we hated it," but since COVID happened, they're like, "Oh, we love it now." I'm like, "What, dude? You would get made fun of for like an anime for liking Pokemon." The same thing happened with Pokemon. It was I got made fun of in elementary for liking Pokemon, and then in high school, once Pokemon Go came out, it was all the rage. It was so popular. But yeah,
so many people like this. If you go to social media, Twitter in particular, there are COVID weebs all over the place. They are the most annoying people. They're the ones who want to
those and hoodweebs, like those are two of the most insufferable. Like they're not even. Can't believe I'm gonna gatekeep the term weeb since I thought weeb was like a term. It sounded more like a slur, but now I'm like, I'd rather take it than I'd rather be a true weeb than be put in with like hood weebs or COVID weebs. Like those type of groups are insufferable.
basically play the role of a narcissist who just joins in on a fandom in a medium and wants it to now cater towards what they want. And they go around calling people buzzwords and crapping all over the medium and its fans who have been there much longer than them. And that's just the way COVID weebs are. So the fact that this guy just admitted to all of that is literally insane. And this is the guy going back and calling like foundational anime boring and a waste of time. It's crazy. And another petty thing here, can you please put down the food while you're recording a YouTube video? This is so petty and so specific to me. I don't know. Maybe someone out there agrees with me. Maybe one person resonates in the comment section, but I absolutely hate when people are eating while recording a YouTube video. Like, just put it down. You had to talk for 10 seconds. Just put it down for the 10 seconds it takes to make the recording. But
If it was a mukbang, I understand, but but yeah, I kind of agree with Rev on this one.
they put Death Note in the S tier, and that's again based on the first episode. And I will say, I really enjoy Death Note. In fact, it's one of the, I would say like 5 anime I would recommend to someone who's just getting into the medium. But yeah, it's like they got a ball on a tee here, and they still messed it up by admitting all these crazy things about being a COVID weeb. But it gets worse. This is
I want to know. I want to bet that these guys like idolize Light, even though Light's kind of like a piece of shit. If you really think about it, like I love Death Note. It's an amazing story, but you gotta think Light is a piece of shit.
their description of Lupin the Third, another classic anime, and listen to how they describe their level of respect for this anime.
Next anime we're watching is Lupin the Third.
Yeah, we recognize this character, and we're giving this anime a little bit more respect, so we're only gonna put it at 1.5 times speed.
Lupin's girlfriend, I think.
Dude, that I hate when people say like I understand, but or it just kind of gets me mad. Like you're basically just speed running through the story. At least watch it on regular. Like why you got to put on 1.5 or 2 point speed? Like you're just watching it just to. I guess you're just forcing yourself to watch it. Like if you don't want to watch it, just don't watch it. Like it's
Gets
simple as
captured and
that.
starts getting tortured by the bad guy. But before it goes any further, Lupin outsmarts the guy and saves the day until he's betrayed by his girl, but then ends up with her in the end. It's honestly very confusing, but as you can see, the foundations were laid and it leads to what it is today. And it's going in the D category.
Well, that's because you only watched the first episode. That's why so many people are mad about this because this tier list is based on the first episode of each each anime they saw. So of course you're gonna get backlash out of it instead of watching the whole entire thing.
Playing Lupin the Third on 1.5 speed because they respect the anime that much. That is the wildest thing I've ever seen. Like, people who are dopamine starved, they have no attention span, they have to play things in 1.5 speed just to make it through. That's crazy. Okay, like, if you have to do that for an anime, that is like a complete level of disrespect. But, you know, they can't pay attention
Hmm.
for 2 seconds. Did you watch the clip? They're either snacking or on their phone every waking moment. Like, what is wrong with these people? Do they need like Adderall or something? I don't understand how you cannot just sit there and pay attention. This is their content. It's watching and reviewing anime, and they can't even do that on regular speed, let alone without looking at their phone every 2 seconds. And then you're supposed to trust their judgment on how they rank these things. It's absolutely insane. But this next part is what really threw me for a loop. It's the level of disrespect. This is back at the beginning of the video when they're going through the 1960s, and they talk about two anime in particular, Astro Boy and Big X, and they
Oh
absolutely
yeah,
clown on these two foundational anime. It's
yeah. Didn't it give Astro Boy a D tier? Like I never watched the original. I only watched the American movie from the 2000s. The 2000s, I want to say it came out. But I know it's an iconic anime.
it actually will make you lose brain cells watching this stuff.
We are going to be watching. Our very first one is called Tetsuwan Adam. So, Tetsuwan Adam, let's go. It's on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Sorry. My bad, guys. That was Astro Boy.
Oh,
That was Astro
come
Boy.
on,
My
bruh.
bad.
Oh.
Okay.
You pressed the wrong one.
Why is it Astro
Why is Tetsuwan Adam is Astro Boy?
Okay, like, I'm trying to take it seriously, but look at this Looney Tunes ass fault. He's abandoning his son, and then it's literally just like, it's like, come on! So, Astro Boy from 1963.
I give it an absolute bottom of the barrel F tier.
F tier, bottom of
F
F tier.
tier.
Big X,
Man, big dookie, bro.
big stinky, bro.
Like, bro, you're telling me people used to watch this?
I'm actually upset that I watched it.
But it was just beyond bad. Like, this anime shouldn't have been made, bro.
Like, brother, TikTok
Dude.
is down the hall and to the right. I cannot believe the level of disrespect. Not just throwing these in the F and D tiers. They basically do that for the entire decade of the 1960s. But the disrespect
Jesus.
is insane. To say that Astro Boy is the bottom of the barrel of the F tier. They put it in the deep garbanzo tier. How on earth can you do that? Like, you don't have to look at Astro Boy and say this is the peak of animation. We get it. It's from the 1960s. Like, it's not going to look like anime we see today. They just didn't have the technology at the time. But still, you can respect what it did for the medium. And in this case, it was really the first animated TV series that had mainstream high levels of success in Japan. In fact, it was the first anime to premiere in the United States. You know what? Honestly, looking back at it, that was a mistake. They should not have introduced anime to the West. Big mistake. We have abused it. We have ruined the medium. And look at the people like ranking the classics, the most inspirational anime of all time.
And these are the same like dudes that would put something like Solo Leveling in S tier. Like I know I at least have some brain cells in my head to know not to trust their opinion, but still it's crazy how some people would actually trust their opinion. It's like the same thing with like video games. I remember oh, what's his name? I remember seeing it go around, but like someone did a review on Xenoblade Chronicles 2, like a short review, and they didn't like it because of all the beautiful characters, the beautiful women characters, the finest women out there. But they badly reviewed it, and that's why so many people didn't even try out Xenoblade for the longest time.
Throwing him in the
I
bottom
forgot who exactly it was, but
of the F tier. Absolutely insane. And then referring to Big X, the one COVID weeb says he was upset that he watched it, that he wasted his time, and that it shouldn't have ever been made.
when I saw when I saw the clip they showed about Astro Boy, or I didn't even know it was called Tetsuwan not Adam, but it reminded me so much about like old school Looney Tunes, Popeye, Popeye the Sailor Man. And I'm not sure if many people realize, but Japanese animation was inspired because of Western animation. So, and they created their own version of it for the long run.
I got nothing, but apparently this guy's got more to say about icky themes and tropes in a different series he was watching.
Guys, I'm sorry. No. Guys, it only gets worse. It only gets worse every single time. I don't know what I'm watching. I'm getting scared. Look at this. It's about like this high school girl, bro. She gets charmed up by this like dude. This dude definitely is older, bro.
This dude literally looks like he's 35 with 4 kids.
Yeah, dude. This girl just started high school, bro. No.
Look, that's me and Kate right there. All the huzz are looking for us. Look at this.
They're just very pretty guys, but they're
very
just
pretty
girls.
guys.
So I just don't understand what the concept was, and
I've got to watch, dear brother.
You know what? I'm going to say it. We all owe the anime man an apology. Don't mix this guy up with the anime men. You know, Joey's had some takes on his channel or with the Trash Taste podcast that have gotten a lot of criticism on social media, you know, particularly his anime-related takes. And you know what? I take him 100 times out of 100 over these guys. It's not even close. Like, I think we owe him a bit of an apology. Like, you know what? We didn't realize how good we had it with this guy. Like, this is absolutely crazy. You can see these guys virtue signaling about fictional content, going through and talking about, like, the older dude, he looks 35. Like, this is very Hassan Piker coded, right? Like, trying to act like someone who's 35 is, like, so ancient, it's actually hard to believe. Like, no, dude, like, that's probably the average age of an anime fan. You're like freaking out over someone being 35, let alone a fictional character where this guy is whining about fictional characters. Like, dude, you're in the wrong medium. And also, they praise other series that are like way more deep into these things they think are problematic, but they glaze those up because they're more recently created, I guess. But yeah.
It's funny because the anime men actually did skits like involving the Dandadan characters and like one of them dressed up as the alien. And I remember Chibi, he posted like a picture saying they didn't have to go there. How hard do you think they're gonna go for this scene? And he got so much hate for it. And these guys, they dress up as the alien and even make jokes about it. I'm like, dude, really? Really? Chibi got all that hate for just a freaking manga picture? Like, and these guys are complaining about an old school anime that has like that the guy looks 35. Like, really?
Totally ridiculous. And then he said something at the end. I don't think there's a translator in the world that could really break apart what he actually said. I have no clue. But at the end of the day, these guys are what? Tourists. And this clip about Dragon Ball just really slams that one home, okay? These guys are tourists.
I think I heard
they
about
have
it.
no respect for anything that came even a few decades ago, but they don't know anything about something as basic as Dragon Ball.
Alright, Ethan. You know what time it is?
Dragon Ball time.
Dragon Ball time.
Dragon Ball. I don't want anyone attacking me for what I'm about to say, but what the hell did I just watch? Goku with a tail. I've never seen that before. Goku with his... You know, you just gotta watch the anime to find out, but Nirvana cover. And Bulma trying to the 10-year-old? Are you serious? It's honestly not a very good start to the anime. This is going straight into the D tier.
Yeah, why does Goku have a tail? Certified tourist moment. Certified tourist moment. Like, I'm not even like the biggest Dragon Ball fan of all time, but like, dude, are you serious? Did you really just say that on a channel with nearly 5 million subs, a channel that's dedicated to anime? Like, that is posting your own L's at that point. But it kind of reminds me of a lot of other people on social media, the COVID weebs, who, you know, they use the Dragon Ball memes to try to call people like predators over fictional content, not realizing like the early seasons of Dragon Ball
those
had
are annoying.
plenty of Lolicon and Shotokan themes, and they're just showing again how much of a tourist they are. But you know, more whining about fictional content seems to be a present theme with these people, virtue signaling about it. But there's a couple other things I want to talk about in regards to this video, but I'm gonna do kind of generally. We're not gonna watch any more clips. I think you guys get the points. They really have a weird relationship with Mecha. You can see they gave Macross a F tier ranking, which is one of the inspirations behind Gurren Lagann, which they gave an A tier. Like, make it make sense, man. This is crazy. Actually crazy. At the end of the day, all this stuff is objective, right? There's no, or subjective, right? There's no right or wrong answer or right or wrong ranking
Yeah, of course.
of something like an anime review. But this stuff is crazy. I think the average anime fan with pretty much any experience looks at this and they're just like scratching their heads. Or in some cases, they're probably like punching their desk or something. It's crazy. They also gave Toradora a C tier. You know what? I'll play one more clip. I lied. Okay, one more clip.
Guys, me and Jeremy are at the point where we've already seen so many and we just want something new.
And this is exactly not it.
And when we get something like Toradora, keep in mind, we're only 15 minutes in.
I feel like we've seen so many romance and slice of lives that are kind of exactly the same.
Because of that, we'll be putting it in
C tier.
Personally speaking, if you give Toradora a C tier and / or fall asleep while watching it, you should be deported. I think that is a fair response to that. I think there should be some punishment for giving Toradora a C tier.
I have yet to watch Toradora, but I heard good things about it, though it is on my list, though. That list is very large.
Absolutely racks my mind. That is crazy work to give that a C tier while giving something like Naruto S tier.
Come on. At best, Naruto is like a B tier. I watched regular Naruto and I watched a few episodes of Shippuden. Like, I just need to get my attention back into it to get through it. But an S tier, really, for Naruto? You could tell how young these dudes are, but or these kids are. They don't deserve the dude title, but still.
What are we doing, ladies and gentlemen? It's absolutely crazy, but let's wrap this video up. Here is their actual tier list. This is the finalized result. You can see a lot of head scratchers, like Inuyasha being in the D tier, Angel Beats being in the D tier, One Punch Man being in the C.
I'm glad we could agree on that, Rev. Angel Beats being a D tier is criminal. It is absolutely criminal. It's like I said, these guys, they said they only watched the first episode. They didn't watch the whole season, the whole series. Like, come on.
E tier.
Make it
Basically,
make
the entire
sense.
F tier just being old anime, because apparently old equals bad. And then all of the S tier, except for maybe 2 exceptions, is all stuff from the last, like, decade or two. That's pretty much what's going on with this video. I think there's an obvious pattern here. And the comments section is brutal. Let's read a couple. This one's saying, called the anime men. Don't like anime. Yeah, don't mess with us anime fans, us COVID weebs. We hate anime. The next one says, one of the biggest anti-tubers turning out to be nothing more than a tourist. How am I not surprised? Not at all. Consistently demonstrating that all anti-tubers do not like anime. True. Named the anime men. Asks why Goku has a tail. And then you can see some of the rank.
Wait, they put Evangelion in C tier? Now, I haven't watched Evangelion, but I heard it's a generational anime. And it's beloved. Like, really? C tier?
Gangs people are calling out. Used to hate anime my whole life. Why the heck do you even have a viewer base? I can't believe.
They just got onto the hype. That's how it is. They saw people were getting into it, and they got into it themselves. Started making money off of it.
A sentient human being running a popular anime channel would say something like that. It actually blows my mind. But anyways, I think that's going to do it for this video. As always, feel free to share your thoughts about today's topics in the comment section down below. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you next time.
All right. Oop. Let's see. Is it still on? All right. Sorry, UTI. I have to go to the comments section. Let's see if we can find some banger comments. But yeah, that tier list was oof. I hope they see the dislike and try to do something about it to restore their brand. Not that I'm interested in anymore. Like, after seeing that, I'm like, nah, not really interested in you guys anymore. I liked your skits, but I got mocked and bullied for liking anime, just for anime to get appropriated by those very same haters. Yeah, like I said earlier, the same thing happened to Pokemon. The same thing has happened to video games. Like once it gets popular, people are suddenly like, "Oh, we love this. We've always loved this." Like it's annoying. It's annoying. Yeah, we all like animes. Down to Down and Solo Leveling. What do you mean there is others? Yeah, those are the those are the hood weebs, the COVID weebs. Yeah, they're a nuisance. Let's see. Just hearing about how they only discovered anime during COVID and hated anime all their lives before then. Yeah, you don't get to rank anime when you never cared about it before. This video needs to go. Exactly. Like, based on that statement alone, I just know not to take their opinion seriously on anime. But yeah, like, it's crazy. And we're gonna see more of these because it just, it's, it's, uh, man, we should have kept our hobbies further. But yeah, go give Rev this to, like, leave a comment, and leave a comment on my video. Like and subscribe if you can. It helps out the channel. And yeah, I'll see you guys in